What's your nationality, brother? African American, so is Jesus Christ. But he didn't call himself African American. You got time to hear the Bible? Okay. We live? First off, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. That's the Heavenly Father, right, who created heaven and earth and everything in it, and to his only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus the Christ, right, who was in Hebrews, Yahweh Shai HaMashiach, but these are all titles. When the Black Messiah returns on earth, he will give us his true name. What is that, Zephaniah 3:9, real quick, King? Right? I'm your brother, Abiel. This is my brother, Taziah. Once again, we got my brother Gabar on the cam, on the swivel, right? And in these last days, you got to keep your head on the swivel, because times are getting perilous as we continue in prophecy and as the so-called white man's kingdom comes to an end, okay? The same men who were called niggers, spics, savages, right? Darkies, those are the people of God who are waking up and telling you we're the children of Israel. Okay? Those are the people who are coming out here prophesying. See, before every kingdom was destroyed, the Most High God sent prophets to prophesy the destruction. It's okay. Give me Jeremiah 28:8. Okay? The Most High God always sent prophets to go and warn the people, right? So right now we're trying to bid our people back to the marriage, back to the Black Messiah, Jesus the Christ, right? Who's a so-called black man, and tear down imaginations, because Jesus Christ isn't white. Did you guys know that Jesus Christ is a so-called black man? You know that, sister? You see yourself in this sign? What's your nationality? Give me that.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28, verse 8.
Read.
The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries.
No, they prophesied with many countries.
Prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war.
Against great kingdoms of what?
Of war.
See, there's war coming to America. War. The U.S. just dropped troops. Where did they just drop some troops at, too? I think in the Middle East and Iran somewhere over there, right? War is just going to continue and continue. Go ahead.
And against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence.
Pestilence, more diseases. They got another lockdown coming down. They got another pandemic in the near future, right?
The prophets which prophesied of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Lord has truly sent him.
Right, so our people, the Israelites, the true Israelites, been on these corners, highways, and byways, prophesying the destruction. Give me Matthew 24:24. Right, so that's what we come out here to do. We come out here to, no, not 24, give me verse 4. 24 and verse 4. Okay? The prophets, what does it mean to prophesy? To foretell something. What is the Christian church foretelling? Are they talking about the imminent destruction, World War III, right? When all the heathens will be rounded up and chains put on their neck? Read that.
It's the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse 4.
Read.
And Jesus answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ.
The many that came in his name is this white boy, this false image that the devil the Bible speaks of, the so-called white man, woman, and child, who's the devil. They gave us this false image. They are the many that came in his name saying, I am Christ, right?
For many shall come in my name saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many.
What shall they do?
And shall deceive many.
This is how they deceive us. He got his part going down from the front to the back, split like a hat. It's okay.
And shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
What did Christ say?
And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars.
Shalom, sister, right there with the red hair. Shalom, sister. Come hear the Bible. Come hear the word. We out here for you. We out here for our people. Go ahead. He said you shall hear wars and rumors of war. Aren't we in that time right now? Isn't there always World War I, World War II, World War III brewing? Right? Aren't we at the kickoff? Isn't Ukraine trying to run it back? Russia just kicked it off. NATO is trying to run it back. Okay? Shalom, brother. You all right? You see yourself in this sign, King? You believe in Jesus? Okay. Did you know Christ is a so-called black man according to the Bible? Okay, brother. Well, hear the good word. Hear the good word. Let the word baptize you and hear your soul, brother, okay? Go ahead.
And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet.
Read.
Done. For nation shall rise against nation.
For nationality shall rise against nationality. Shalom, brother. You believe in the Bible, King? Shalom, brother. No time for the Bible? You comfortable in America? You know America's going to be destroyed. You're going to get destroyed with it along with the so-called white man, woman, and child. Yeah, when Jesus the Christ, the black Messiah, returns, he's putting all white people in captivity. The same way you did our people, you're getting done that way. It's only right. It's only right. Give me so let's go deal with these curses, man. Let's go deal with these curses in Deuteronomy. I really want to dwell into the curses of Deuteronomy. Right? I see we've been bringing it out lately on the channel. I want to dive into here one more again for the people. Start with Deuteronomy 1 and 1. No, 28 and 1. Is that where he says who he's talking to? Give me that 28 and 1.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass if thou shalt...
1 and 1. Deuteronomy 1 and 1.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
No, he spoke these words unto all nations.
No. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel on this side Jordan in the wilderness.
Okay, now go to Deuteronomy 28. So same book, just a few chapters up. He's speaking to the Israelites. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel. The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans are the Israelites.
And Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1.
Read.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations.
No, he'll set the Israelites equal with all nations.
No. And the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth. And all these blessings shall come on thee and overtake thee, if thou shalt hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
See that? And so in verse 1, he told the Israelites, if you obey my voice indeed, I will set you 12 tribes of Israel on high above all nations. You got any questions? Oh, for sure. According to the Bible, what does Jesus the Christ look like?
I mean, he comes from the Middle East, so he's gotta be, you know.
If that's the Middle East, where's the Middle North?
Middle North? Oh, Middle North. Yeah.
So that term Middle East was created in the 1850s, right? And they did that to separate Israel from Africa. Israel's adjacent. It's the Holy Land, right? Where so-called black people were at, right? Before it was called, he is a black man. He is, because he died in robes, right? So what we teach is that this is the word of God, the God that who created heaven and earth and everything in it, right? He chose. If you look on this sign, come look at this sign real quick, right? So we in America and all across the states, we're called American blacks, Haitians, those are Jamaicans, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Dominicans, Guatemala, right? American Indians, Seminole. These names on the left are titles that were given to our people by our oppressed once we were conquered and colonized, right? It started in the 1400s with the so-called indigenous people when Christopher Columbus came over here and enslaved them and put the Spanish language on them, right? Because Spanish comes from Latin. And it also started in the 1600s with the transatlantic slavery with the so-called black men coming over here on ships. Those are what we call slavery happening to those people. Those are curses that were in a Bible that were put on our people for breaking God's commandments. So the truth in the earth that has been hidden is that we are the true Jews. Jesus Christ was from what tribe? He was from the tribe of Judah. He's the Lion of Judah, right? Judah's the top tribe. That's the tribe King David was from, King Solomon was from. A lot of kings and princes descend from David, out of the house of David, the royal bloodline. That's where Jesus Christ, he's from the royal seed, the royal bloodline of King David, of the house of David, right? And in 70 AD, when Jerusalem was sieged by Rome, they chased all the real Jews up out of that land, and they even took some into captivity. And since then, we've been scattered and oppressed by Rome and by our enemy, the so-called white man, who knows we are the children of Israel. But they changed our nationality to nigger, Negro, Afro-American, African-American. Mainly, it was the Jewish man. The Jewish man, ISH, meaning pertaining to, he is the one who has oppressed us so much because he knows, in fact, we are the real Jews and he's Jewish. He's a convert to the Torah, to Judaism. But in fact, we are the biblical bloodline descendants of the Jews.
I appreciate your input. I really like that. What version of the Bible do you
We read the King. Well, the best version that we read is the 1611 King James Version. By the way, who was a black man. King James was not a white man. He's a black man. You see that? You see that?
That's what I was curious. I was like, we were just talking about a version of the Bible, so I was like, oh, I hope you guys.
So that's a false image. Jesus the Christ will look more like this, according to the Bible. You know where this image comes from?
Western America.
No, it came from an actual man. His name was Caesar Borgia. He was Pope Alexander VI's son, who he hired Leonardo da Vinci to make the image to the liking, right? Because when Rome took over and crucified all the real Christians at that time, they came with Roman Catholicism. They wrapped paganism around Christianity. Okay, and that's why every time you see the white Jesus, he has a sun behind his head, because they actually worship the sun and not the true Son of God, who's a black man. Okay. 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 So listen, the people who have been called nigger and negro are actually the real Jews, according to the Bible. Okay. Right. Gotta break it down easily. See, you gotta just have conversations, man. Spirit bear witness, man. We got a lighthouse. Shalom. Right. Don't know what to say. It's on the set. I got that one. Zavag. He be like, when Brother Lee, he be like, brother off the set, because he be on the show, okay? So we out here to bring out the truth, bro. What you holding for me, King? Deuteronomy?
That's all, that's it.
That's all, that's it, man. Right? I didn't even have to tell him, by the way, the white man, woman, and child is the devil the Bible speaks of. You guys just happen to walk by and catch it. Okay? Bye. And then having to walk by and catch it, right? I wasn't even on the hunt for him. I don't be on the hunt for him, I'll be in the spirit. And what color is Jesus the Christ according to the Bible? Would Jesus the Christ let you into heaven with yoga pants on?
Crickets. Crickets.
Crickets?
Crickets.
Crickets. Because they know Jesus ain't even a white boy. So, back to the Deuteronomy. He's speaking to Israel. He said on one hand in verse 1, 28:1, he said, if you Israelites obey my voice indeed, I will set you on high above all nations, okay? The children of Israel were supposed to rule over all nations as a righteous kingdom. That was the kingdom of heaven on earth at that time, okay? Verse 15.
Verse 15, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
If you Israelites don't listen unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
so we know curses are a bad thing. He said, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, then all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Overtake thee, meaning oppressed, meaning put on you by our enemies who walk around, okay, calling like they're Mr. Rogers, but they're really Jeffrey Dahmer.
Right.
Verse 16, let's get some of those curses that came upon the Israelites that we would call slavery. Verse 16.
Cursed shall thou be in the cities.
Cursed where?
Cursed shall they be in the city.
I mean, if we was to start naming the innocent black men and women who have been gunned down and killed by the white man in our city, we would be here for an hour, right? The ones we know of, right? If we was, it says, cursed shalt thou be in the city. Who's more cursed in the city than the so-called black man, Hispanic, Native Indian, Mexican, Puerto Rican, Cuban, Jamaican, right? Who is more cursed than those people in the city? Who is more oppressed, right? No one. No one is more oppressed than the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans by our enemies, the so-called white man, who our people have now made a covenant with. Our people go to bed with these people. Right? Go ahead.
Cursed shall thou be in the cities, and cursed shall thou be in the field.
Who was more cursed in the fields, in them slavery fields, right? Right? Who's more cursed in the fields? Cotton fields, tobacco fields, sugarcane fields, football fields, soccer field. We are cursed in the field. No matter where the field is, no matter what we're doing in the field, we are cursed in that field. Right? That's how we gotta work. Go ahead, give me verse. Yeah, 32.
Come on. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
What shall happen to our sons and daughters?
Shall be given unto another people.
Didn't in slavery they separated us on those auction blocks? They sold the mom here, dad here, child there, daughter there, right? Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people. Unto what people? These people. Right? They had free labor for 400, 300 years, and now they walk around, they never match. They don't give a damn what they put on because their bank account is nice. Because they're just living life. This is their kingdom. They don't give a, okay? None of them match. It's not color coordinated, they don't give a damn. Right? But the Lord did that thing.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look, and fail with longing for them all the day long. And there shall be no might in thine hand.
So our eyes failed looking at our children and families getting separated, and there shall be no might in thine hand. We didn't have economic might. We didn't have political might. We didn't have military might. We had no might, no mighty men, no power to do anything when they were separating our families on those blocks. Right? Shalom, sister. Shalom, sister. You got time to hear the Bible? She don't even got headphones in. That was good ignored. She could ignore good. Woo, sister was crazy. She did. Right? 41? 37? Yeah.
And thou shalt become an astonishment
We shall become an astonishment, right? Well, the other nations are amazed at how low we have become in this society, right? Even when the other people come here, they have something called stereotypes. We're in astonishment. They go through tour buses through Harlem. Just so they can see a so-called black man hanging on a block. Puerto Ricans, let me see how they look. Let me see what they're doing. Oh my God, they're actually just outside, right? We're in astonishment. Go ahead.
Thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb.
A proverb used to be it is a wise saying. A proverb now is, hey, what so-called white man, how do you kill 1,000 Negroes? You throw a biscuit off a cliff, right? Now they got sayings like that, right? Now they got sayings is, how do you hide a so-called black man's check from him? You put it in his work boot, because he ain't going to work anyways. He'll never find it in his work boot. He'll never find it. Hide it there, okay? Those are the proverbs we are now. When we used to be King Solomon proverbs, King David wise sayings, we became a new proverb.
And a byword.
And a byword. Now we're called nigger. Now we're called Negro. Now we're called Afro-American. Okay? Look at all the tours they come through and they're astonished at the so-called black man. Right? But our real biblical names is Judah, Benjamin, Levi, Ephraim, Manasseh, Zebulun, Gad. We're not nigger. Okay? Meredith, Kimberly, Becky. Oh, they got good ignorance. Ling Ling, we're not nigger. Okay? We're not the byword.
And a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee.
Among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee. So all the 12 tribes Israel's names have been changed. We have become byword. What's your nationality, brother? You Mexican or you Asian? I'm Asian. Oh, you're Asian, all right.
And thou, verse 41, thou shalt begot sons and daughters, but thou shalt not enjoy them.
Why not?
For they shall go into captivity.
Where did they go?
They shall go into captivity.
We went into slavery. You see that? The children of Israel, shalom, brother. What's up, brother? What's your nationality? What's your nationality? Your ethnicity? Huh? Muslim? That's a religion. Are you African? Okay, this ain't for the African booty scratchers. What's up, hippie dude? What's going on, man? All right, rock good, dude. What's up, man? All right. Right there.
Verse 45, moreover.
What color is Jesus Christ according to the Bible? I'm pretty sure this all-American red blood family knows what color Jesus the Christ is. No? All right. I wonder what they said in their head. I wonder, white, black, I don't know. I wonder what was going on in their heads. Go ahead. 45.
Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed.
Until we be what?
Till thou be destroyed, because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God to keep his commandments.
Why were we destroyed, bro?
Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God to keep his commandments and his statutes which he commanded thee.
Read.
And they shall be upon thee.
And these curses shall be upon thee.
For a sign.
What is a sign? What is a sign? A sign is, okay, he got the Captain America shield on his shirt. That's Captain's shirt. That's his sign. When you see that, you say Captain America, right? When you see the swoosh, you say Nike. When you see these curses, you say those are the Israelites. Those are the signs that those are the Israelites. You see swoosh, you see Nike. You see curses, you see Israelites. Now, who do these curses fit? The so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Right? That's what we're proving out the Bible, that the signs, the curses are upon the Israelites, are upon, and the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native American fit those curses. Okay? Shalom, sister, you see yourself in this sign? You see yourself in this sign? What's your nationality? Okay, you can't get into heaven being in that alternative lifestyle. Y'all holding hands. Okay, sisters, you got to come out of that lifestyle. Hey, you got a question across the street? With my man. He'll got a question, huh? Shalom, sister, with the Tina Turner Pro. Go ahead. You got a swivel. You should have got the new songs right there. That nigga was praying construction.
That day shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
And for a wonder. People are going to wonder who the children of Israel are.
And upon thy seed forever.
For how long?
Forever.
So the curses that began with the Israelites during the biblical times, during Babylonian captivity, Persian Mede captivity, Assyrian captivity, Greece captivity, Rome captivity, those curses continued forever all the way up into American captivity. Go to verse, what was that? No, 48.
There, Salakia, verse 48.
No, start from 47.
Come. Blessed, Salakia, because thou serve not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things, therefore thou...
Shalom, brother. Shalom, brother. You believe in the Bible? No, he's caught up in America. Got his walking shoes on. Okay. What color is Jesus the Christ according to the Bible? Hey, why did he look like an honest man right here? What color is Christ according to the Bible?
He's Middle Eastern.
He's Middle Eastern. That's the second person that said that. They keep coming with this air of Christ. Jerusalem's in Africa. They keep coming with this Middle Eastern Christ.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which... Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things, therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Therefore, since we didn't want to obey the Most High God and keep His commandments, therefore shalt thou serve thine friends,
Thine enemies.
Who is Billy Bob to us?
Enemies.
Who is John Cena?
Enemies.
Okay, you see that? We shall serve our enemies, read.
Which the Lord shall send against thee. And
That's why these curses overtook us. The Lord sent our enemies against us for breaking His commandments. Read. What color is Jesus the Christ according to the Bible? He's black. That's right.
right.
That's right, okay? He's not a so-called white. And you should be a proud father for your daughter answering the right question, man. Okay?
That's right.
All right? You got to trick them out, man. You got to speak to them with authority. Speak like babes! What color is Jesus the Christ according to the Bible?
I have no idea, I'm sorry.
All right, what do they tell us he looked like?
Probably not what he actually looked like.
That's right. See, the so-called white man is smarter than the average bear, right? He looked goofy, I'm telling you, but he's smarter than the average bear. Okay? The thoughts of every one of them is deep. The reason they don't care about what they really wear is because they're thinking. They're more thinking men than their county's thinking, right?
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
In what?
In hunger.
So during the times when we was in the fields, we had to serve our enemies in hunger. Hey, across the street, what color is Jesus the Christ according to the Bible? You don't know? Do you believe in Christ? She don't know. Okay. Shalom, brother, across the street in the Burgundy. You believe in the Bible? Come here to look, come here to word. And you know Jesus the Christ, he got the same skin complexion as you. You do know that? And you know Christ doesn't, he don't agree with interracial marriage either. And you know what you can do with that finger? Hey, is that your son? Better put a leash on that animal. Okay.
Go ahead. Done. in hunger and in thirst.
So in thirst, we had to go to our enemies the same way in hunger. When we had to go to our enemies and we was in those fields, we had to ask Master. Even today, when we want to eat, we got to go to their grocery stores. In thirst, they have now taken God-given water, bottled it up, and sold it to you. And if you try to capture water in your backyard or anywhere, they will give you a ticket. You can go to jail for capturing water. Go ahead.
And in nakedness.
And in nakedness. During then, when they gave us tattered clothing, nowadays we got to go to our enemies to get our anything we want to wear, from shoes, socks, drawers to any apparel. Shalom, brother. You know your nationality? You're who? You see yourself on this sign, King? On the left is what they would call us. Okay? That's what they call us on the left side. You see yourself? Afro-American. Okay, now it's, oh, you even got the pig with the fro in it, my brother. Okay, let me ask you something, brother. Right, is Afro, is that a nationality or is that a hairstyle? Is Afro, she said, is Afro a national? Can I go anywhere on the map and find Afro land? Yeah, where can I buy a ticket to Afro land? Where's that at? To the east? So let me ask you something. You believe in the Bible, King? I called you King, but do you believe in the Bible?
I don't follow it all. No.
And why not? Tell me something about it. Maybe we can clear up the confusion right now. About the brother that was killed, or the brother that the murderer? Cain? Abel. Abel was killed. You said so why are you trying to, what do you mean they cut off his bloodline?
They cut off his bloodline, but the Bible don't mention no more about this family here. Stop it right there.
That's because the royal seed line continued with their third son, Seth. Islamics? That's a religion, brother.
Yeah, it's a religion, but mother took that off. We're not talking about Muhammad. We ain't talking about
Muhammad, the false prophet, yeah.
Part of that starts with him, and I don't know
I mean, if you believe in the Bible, brother, there's only one true God. And the one true God who created everything, heaven and earth and everything in it, he only chose one people. Those are the Israelites. The Muslim religion, Muhammad, those are Ishmaelites. You know who Ishmael is in the Bible? Right? They descend from Ishmael, who was Abraham's first son, who was, his mom was Hagar, right? She was the Egyptian bondswoman. The Bible don't deal with religion. You know this ain't a religion book. This ain't a religious book. This book is a nationality. It's full of nations, right? God made all nations. The people on earth today that are walking around were created in Genesis, and everybody was destroyed during the flood. And after the flood, give me the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. Give me a hand, right? If you know. Remember there was a great flood. He saved Noah and his 3 sons, and by those 3 boys was the world repopulated. Now hold on, King. When Moses went up on the mountain, he didn't come down with religion. He didn't come down with any denomination that they claim in the church. Okay, the Bible doesn't give a denomination. The Bible talks about laws, statutes, commandments, and nationalities. Give me a hand. Listen to this, King.
Damn, it's the Compact Bible Dictionary. Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary.
It's the Zondervan Compact Bible Dictionary. It's a scholastic book that the scholars have put together, and they did extensive study about who the nations are on the earth. Go ahead.
Ham. the youngest son of Noah, born probably about 96 years before the flood,
Born about 96 years before the flood.
and one of 8 persons to live through the flood.
He was just one of the 8 people to live through the flood.
He became the progenitor,
He became the father. Progenitor means the father, the beginning.
the progenitor of the dark races,
He became the father of the dark races. Go ahead.
not the Negroes.
But not the Negroes. The scholars know. Who do they call Negroes? Me, you, that brother, that sister, right? So they know the Negroes don't come from Ham. We come from Shem, right? Go ahead. Who all come out of Ham, though?
Ham. He became the progenitor of the dark races, not the Negroes, but the Egyptians.
Egyptians come from Ham, not the Negroes. We're not the same people as Egyptians.
Ethiopians.
Ethiopians, we're not the same people as Ethiopians. We're not Ethiopians, not the Negroes, okay? What's your guys' nationality? Y'all Ethiopians? Okay, what y'all is? Somalian? Eritrean? They brown. They're brown. See, but listen, brother, this is what we out here for you, King, to tell our people you're not an Afro-American, right? You're actually from the tribe of Judah. You're the real Jew, according to the Bible. We are God's chosen people. This book is, you do know that? You know what, that we're God's chosen people?
Anytime when people don't realize, and I put it like this, I don't care what color race you are, but anytime, let's say you have a kid with us, our bloodline takes over.
Right.
You know why? Because we are the true race.
Melanin is dominant, right? We're the first men, right?
I don't care. You get a lot of young blacks here in Seattle there.
So where do
First thing they want to say, I'm mixed with this, I'm mixed with that.
Yeah.
I say, go look in the mirror, just like me.
Okay, Con. Listen, King, though. This is the important message I want to leave you with real quick. Give me Ecclesiastes. Listen to this, brother. This is it. If you believe in the black Messiah, Jesus the Christ, right? Because Jesus the Christ was a brother, right? He looked like that brother right there, right? He's our people. If you believe in the Bible, then there's certain things that are required of thee. 12, Ecclesiastes, right there. You know what I want. 13, start at 13.
Come, this is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter.
So this is the conclusion of the Bible, of the whole matter. When he says, let us hear the bottom line.
Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments.
And do what?
Keep his commandments.
So we have to keep God's commandments, King. I was just bringing out a lesson. This is why we're in the bottom of civilization in America, because we are the Israelites that broke God's commandments that Moses gave us. So in these last days, the people that they call nigger, Negro, Afro-American, we're coming back to our book and saying, no, we're actually the real Jews. We are actually the 12 tribes of Israel. We are actually God's chosen people.
Wait, come on, Bob.
Okay, go ahead.
God, let us hear the whole conclusion of the whole matter. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
That's the whole duty of man. Keep going.
For God shall bring every work into judgment.
He's going to bring every work into judgment.
With every secret thing.
Every secret thing, too, because you might have thought, oh, God, the Most High God didn't see me, right? But the angels see you. You see it, King?
Whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Whether it be good or evil. Any secret thing the Most High God's going to bring into judgment, King. I'm going to leave you with that, brother. Okay? So we got to repent and come back to our nationality as the Israelites, right? Hey, King, you got your phone on you? You got your phone on you, King? Maybe that just real quick. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. We be down here, you know, teaching all the time. We bring out lessons on our YouTube. You be on YouTube? Not really? Okay, well, you might have to start being. You might get a ping because we about to go live. You're going to see yourself. Right, we upload videos every week. We come out here and edify our people because we see the decayed estate that our people are in. Our people walk around, don't know their true nationality. They don't know what God looks like. They don't know what Christ looks like. They don't know who they are. They don't know where they come from. They don't know where they're going. Right? They're just to and fro. Shalom, brother. Got a YouTube channel, just take you there. Shalom, brother, right here. You believe in the Bible? Okay, you got to get you a sister. You got to get out. You seen the movie Get Out? You got to get out. Okay? She just wants you for your melanin. I'm gonna shut it down right there. Okay, with that, I'm gonna say, Kwame Charlotte.
Kwame Charlotte.
Kwame Charlotte.
Kwame Charlotte.
Kwame Charlotte.